Thank you, Praveen, for answering my questions and for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Could you answer just one more thing for me?
For sure.
Uh, why so important? Why should we use a migrant agent?
You mean why you should use a migration agent
Yes.
instead of doing your own application?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Uh, I think I think many people may have the same question, so it's a valid question. I think it is really necessary for any applicant to use a migration agent. And the reason why I'm saying so is because migration law in Australia is very complex. I think that migration law of Australia is the most complex law anywhere in the world.
Yes.
And not only that, it is fast changing. For example, we are CPD providers for the industry, right? We have written probably the largest number of CPD papers in the industry
Yes.
on various visa subclasses. We have trained almost one third of the industry, the migration agents or the lawyers. And we find it difficult. The pace at which the migration law and legislations, they change is so fast that we find it difficult to even update our own
Oh,
slides.
yes, yes, it's true.
And it is extremely difficult, if not impossible, for a single applicant to find out, what is changing, how it is changing, how it is going to affect them. Whereas migration agents, they have access to LegendCom. LegendCom has the latest information on the different legislations, on ministerial instruments. Not only that, but migration agents also have access to PAN, Policy Advice Manual of the department.
Yes.
And that tells what? That tells how the decisions are made by the case officers, by the decision makers, how they interpret a particular legislation.
Yes,
And,
extremely
and
important.
understanding legislation and then its interpretation is really complex. So it is very important to know how decision makers actually make this decision process when they are considering an application.
It's not important, it's a must.
It is a must, and I think
Yes.
one should not take chances of uh, not using a migration agent, for example.
Yes,
I had
extremely
I had an
important.
inquiry from a migration agent this morning, and that was a basic inquiry, but that could affect the career of a person. What happened was that 2 years on a particular visa, which was 457,
Oh,
is
yes.
is expiring on 23rd of
Yes,
October.
delicate.
And this guy is completing 23rd of October 2020, and this guy is completing his 2 years experience on 457 visa
Oh, yes.
on 22nd of October.
Yes.
So I advise the agent, migration agent, that okay, keep nomination and visa applications ready for 186 application and submit them on 23rd of October.
Oh, yes.
Because this particular case comes under grandfathering arrangement.
Yes,
Because
yes.
he had applied for the visa
Absolutely, yes.
before 18th of March 2018. So there are many other cases where
Yes, one case
I had
that.
I had a case, for example, from Melbourne, where somebody called me and said, Praveen, I'm gone. I said, what happened? He said, my visa expired last night.
Oh,
Now, all of a sudden, that person who was actually sitting at a state where he could apply for permanent residency, visa expired and he became unlawful. So, when you are dealing with a migration agent or if a migration agent is looking after you, then there are systems and procedures in place. Your data, your information is in their software, and they
extremely
can
professional.
advise you from time to time if there is any legislative change,
Yes,
that how
you're
would
right.
that impact
Yes.
your particular situation. So my advice is, Eleni, go for a migration agent.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
don't take chances.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. You are a student in English, is it?
Yes, yes, I'm here studying.
You are studying in Sydney?
Yes, Sydney.
Okay. All the very best, Eleni.
Oh,
And
thank you.
hope
Thank you
you're
very
enjoying your
much.
stay in Australia.
For you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.